Gemini 3.0 versus ChatGPT 5.2, the ultimate 2026 showdown. The AI landscape of 2026, visual high-tech studio. Host is using a holographic interface or a seamless tablet. Host. Remember 2023? We were impressed that AI could write a poem about a toaster. Fast forward to 2026, and the world is different. We don't search the web anymore, we consult our agents, but the rivalry has never been fiercer. On one side, we have OpenAI's ChatGPT 5.2, the model that redefined thinking. On the other, Google's Gemini 3, the multimodal beast that lives inside everything you touch. Today, we aren't just looking at benchmarks. We are testing real-world 2026 workflows, autonomous coding, neural video generation, and the privacy wars. Which one is actually worth your $20 a month? Let's find out. Chapter 2. Visual comparison chart showing reasoning steps versus time to result. Host. In 2026, we talk about System 2 thinking. This is the ability of an AI to stop, deliberate, and fact-check itself before it speaks. ChatGPT 5.2, the philosopher. OpenAI's 5.2 update perfected the O-series architecture. When you give it a complex legal contract or a theoretical physics problem, it doesn't just guess. It shows you a thought trace. It spends 30 seconds simulating different outcomes. In terms of pure IQ and logical consistency, ChatGPT 5.2 still holds a slight edge. It feels like talking to a genius professor who is never in a rush. Gemini 3, the strategist, Google DeepMind responded with Gemini 3's flash reasoning. It's faster. While ChatGPT is thinking, Gemini has already simulated the solution and integrated it with live data from Google Scholar and Patent Search. It's less of a philosopher and more of an elite consultant. The verdict. If you need a deep, multi-step logical breakdown of a new business model, ChatGPT is your winner. If you need a fast, data-backed solution to a technical problem, Gemini takes the point. Chapter 3. Multimodal Mastery and Nano Banana. Visual screen recording of an image being edited in real time by voice. Host. 2026 is the year of fluid modality. We don't switch between text and image modes anymore. It's all one conversation. Gemini 3 and the Nano Banana engine, Google's latest image engine, Nano Banana, is a game changer. It's not just about generating images, it's about spatial understanding. You can point your camera at a broken sink, and Gemini 3 will overlay a 3D AR schematic in real time telling you which bolt to turn. It also handles text within images perfectly, something we struggled with for years. ChatGPT 5.2 and Sora 2. OpenAI's Sora 2 is now integrated directly into the chat. It can generate 60-second 4K clips with consistent characters. However, Sora 2 is still heavy. It takes time to render. Gemini 3's VO2 is faster and built for YouTubers, allowing infinite zoom and style transfer that feels instantaneous. Chapter 4. The Ecosystem War. Workspace versus the world. Visual animation showing Gemini interacting with Gmail, Calendar, and Maps. Host. This is where the battle gets dirty. It's not about the model, it's about where the model lives. The Google Edge. Gemini 3 is an operating agent. Since it lives in Google Workspace, it has context. You can say, Gemini, find the flight details from my email, book an Uber for that time, and draft a summary of the meeting I'm going to based on my Drive files. It does it all because it owns the pipes. The OpenAI struggle. ChatGPT 5.2 is still largely an app. While the Apple Intelligence partnership helped, OpenAI is still an outsider trying to look in. They've launched ChatGPT OS for desktop, but it doesn't have the 20-year history of your emails and documents that Google has. Chapter 5. Coding in the Age of Autonomy. Visual split screen showing VS Code with 2 different AI assistants. Host. For the developers watching, 2026 changed everything. We aren't writing lines of code, we are managing code swarms. Gemini 3, 1 million plus token context. Gemini 3's massive context window is its superpower. You can upload an entire legacy codebase, 50,000 files, and say, refactor this from Python to Rust. It sees the whole picture. It's the king of long context engineering. ChatGPT 5.2, the debugger. ChatGPT 5.2 uses Canvas 2.0. It's much better at the back and forth. When the code fails, ChatGPT's error analysis is more intuitive. It feels like a pair programmer. Gemini feels like an architect. ChatGPT feels like a lead developer. Chapter 6. Privacy, Ethics, and the Truth. Host. We have to talk about the hallucination problem. In 2026, both models are 99% accurate, but they fail in different ways. Gemini 3 is heavily guard-railed. Sometimes it's too safe, refusing to answer controversial but factual questions. ChatGPT 5.2 is more unfiltered if you use the Pro settings, but it has a tendency to be overconfident even when it's wrong. Privacy. Google's on-device processing with the new Pixel and Galaxy chips means Gemini can do a lot without your data ever leaving your phone. OpenAI still relies heavily on the cloud, which might be a deal-breaker for some high-security industries. Chapter 7. Final Score and Conclusion. Visual Final Comparison Table with winner stamps. Host. So who wins in 2026? Choose Gemini 3. If you live in Google Workspace, you need massive context for big projects, and you want an assistant that actually does things in the real world. Choose ChatGPT 5.2 if you are a creative writer, a researcher who needs deep logical reasoning, or a developer who wants the best brain for debugging. My take. In 2026, Gemini 3 has officially closed the intelligence gap and won the convenience war. It's just too hard to beat Google's integration. However, for those who want the purest AI experience, OpenAI remains the gold standard. What do you think? Are you Team Gemini or Team ChatGPT? Or have you switched to a local model like Llama 5? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the future of tech. I'll see you in the next one. Since we are in 2026, I've tailored these prompts to take advantage of the latest Leonardo.ai updates, focusing on extreme photorealism, high dynamic range HDR, and cinematic lighting. To get the best results in Leonardo, use models like Leonardo XL or Vision XL, and set the aspect ratio to 16:9 for that cinematic feel.